Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A gain of 5.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Break.
On first down, it's Robinson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Gain of 4. It's now
well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun is Minshew. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's third down.
On the stop. Tackled back at the 35-yard line.
So third and long, here's Minshew. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. An impressive 75-yard punt return. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
They get the stop defensively, force the punt. They score without their offense even stepping on the field.
I remember playing on special teams and teasing the guys on offense. Like, look, don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Will they attack? And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
He was brought down by Malik Harrison. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. Able to complete this to Chenault. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Love the play call that time. Love the design. You put 3 tight ends on the field. That screams jumbo set, running formation to a defense, right? No, they go play action, and defense gets confused for just a split second. And next thing you know, completion for good yardage.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll try and run. This is Robinson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
It is good.
And it's up and good.
The game at 7. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 83 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter. It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long. And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's 2nd down. Off play action, it's Minshew. Looking for Chark again. This time he's got him. Past the 20. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
17,
DJ Chark, 79 yards. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Jackson going to get this out to Brown. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line.
Ready.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Minshew to Thompson on the screen. And he is going to lose yardage here. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
He'll take it at the 42. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
He's brought down.
Every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Tucker's kick is good. And the Ravens strike first at 3 zip. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do give 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Jackson on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Miles Boykin.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground and how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development?
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. K'Lavon Chaisson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Going to throw deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 17.
From the gun, Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw it. Minshew. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Ravens 20. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defense, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. Devon Hamilton in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker.
And the pressure gets to him again. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's going deep for Brown. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And that was the old QB one-man band play there in the conversion.
And look, let's face it, even quarterbacks who don't have great mobility, in certain situations, they're able to actually take the ball in themselves. Remember way back when Joe Namath against the Giants in the Yale Bowl, right? Remember Joe had all those knee operations, they thought he couldn't run it? No one accounted for him. He practically walked into the end zone.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Calais Campbell in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After the sack on 1st down, Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Now Minshew. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Returnable here from the 38. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here comes Dobbins on the toss right. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12. Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I think it'll be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who could run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
The ball carrier.
I haven't met a defense coordinator yet that thinks 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
1st and 10.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now Jackson on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again, eluding the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Justin Tucker lining up.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right. The open man is Westbrook. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Connection made with Chenault. And they'll wind up up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
On the play.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen, and a short return to the 6-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Single receiver. Hey, report.
On 3rd down, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And here comes Westbrook. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7, though, on the return. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Ready. 10 mobile.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Minshew sets to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Ravens 42, Jaguars 28.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Jackson now on 3rd down. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun, sliding out of the pocket. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
4 yards.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run as the Ravens push further out in front. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Minshew, 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The sack by Terrell Suggs.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
To try again after the sack. Minshew. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2-yard line.
One more time with Dobbins. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
44, Mike, 44. Watch the run, right? Middle.
From the gun, Jackson. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Ravens 56. Jaguars.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive? Or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. To throw is Luton. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends, who you would think.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Westbrook now on the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now Luton. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Incomplete.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Luton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's Luton to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And 10.
Throwing is Luton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And he's going to go down again. Calais Campbell. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Turnover. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A toss play left. There goes Mark Ingram. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
A 2-yard loss.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the 1st down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago.
18-yard line.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it.
Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Baltimore, it's a 10th win of the year.